It's time to turn to hockey, and before this senior's career ends, Eddie Olczyk is trying to help lead his team into the Hockey East playoffs. Throughout his life, Eddie has had plenty of support from a hockey-crazed family. With more, let's go in the bunker. Here's Cody Crushell with Eddie Olczyk.
While they may not be as well known as the Howes or the Hulls, the Olczyks continue to carve out their family hockey legacy. Eddie Olczyk is a senior forward on the UMass hockey team. His younger brother Tommy is a sophomore for Penn State's first-year Division I hockey program. Their father Ed, now a TV analyst for NBC Sports and the Chicago Blackhawks, spent 16 seasons as an NHL player and 2 more on the bench as head coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And his brother Ricky is the assistant GM for the Edmonton Oilers.
A lot of the kids I went to school with, they'd be talking about the games the next day at school and talking about players and stuff, and it was just kind of funny for me because I'd be in the locker room and I'd be hanging out with those guys, while my dad was playing. So it's just something you don't really think about, but then when people talk to you about it, you're just kind of like, wow, I guess I really was a lot closer to the action than most people.
With the lockout now over, the elder Olczyk has been busy, calling roughly 5 games a week. But when he had some extra downtime earlier this season, he enjoyed making the rounds to watch his 3 sons play.
He surprised me one game at Yale. He was standing in the front row on the glass, and I took a shot and came around the corner for warm-ups and saw him there just standing there, and I got a nice laugh with a couple of my teammates. So it was definitely a really great experience to have him there.
It was a blessing in disguise to get a chance to have the freedom and the ability to be able to go see a UMass player, head to Penn State and see them play. Most weekends I was out there watching and supporting the boys and getting a chance to visit with them after the games. And also too, I have a younger son that's playing travel hockey, so I get a chance to help coach his team and move around a little bit. So it was a lot of fun, that's for sure.
When he works the games, if my brother or I are playing, he's got a computer on the side and he's got split screen. He's watching both games at the same time while he's calling our game. And it's pretty crazy because he does a great job at what he does.
The Olczyk family motto might as well be "Have stick, will travel." Eddie was born in Toronto and has called 9 different cities home, moving around for his father's and his own hockey careers. And having a well-known father has its perks, including a few extra Twitter followers.
I clearly stated in my bio on Twitter that I'm not Big Edzo. I put "stop it right here." But sometimes he'll get a text from a guy or two that he knows and say, hey, I saw you on Twitter, and he's just got to clarify for him that it's not him. But I would say a good chunk of them think I'm him.
And while hockey may be the Olczyk's primary discussion topic, it's certainly not the only thing on the docket.
We talk a lot about what's going on in practice and in games, but also what's going on in school and what else he's doing away from hockey. So it's probably 50-50. I mean, maybe back 5-6 years ago it was probably more like 90-10, where it was hockey and then 10% everything else. But it's probably 50-50 when we talk about hockey and everything else.
When I talk to my brother, very little of our conversation revolves around hockey. We probably talk at least once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. He's always sending me Snapchats, making these crazy faces that he makes, making little inside jokes that we have. So, we try to keep our conversation away from the ice rink as much as possible.
Hockey's been a part of their life. I played it for as long as I did, and we have a plaque in our basement that says we interrupt this family for hockey season, and that's 24/7, 365 days a year.
Thank you, Cody, and good luck to Eddie as his career winds down here at UMass.